How you doing, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh 101. Once again, using my abilities as a fantabulous, fantastic, super duper, ultimate trader to give you guys an idea of what you can do as far as trading. Now, first things first, if you haven't seen episode 1, the beginning, make sure that you check out the channel, check out the video first, and then continue on with this one, because you always have to start somewhere. So right now, if you need anything from this binder, you can always PM me and make an offer, and then hopefully, once again, by nationals, the binder will look a little better, a little more awesome, a little more oomph, a little more bang for your buck. But anyway, so once again, you guys know what's in here. For those who are watching the previous video, you guys know what's in here. It's a very short binder, mainly filled with commons, but a lot of play sets of stuff. I am going to mainly look for the wants in the description, I guess. You know what? I'm not gonna go overboard. This is what I call the starter binder. This is what I call, you don't really have a choice. You're just starting up. You don't have a wants list. You're trying to plus off of your knowledge. Once again, I explained it a little bit on the previous video, so I'm not going to touch on it again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this binder. Once again, if you need anything from here, just let me know. That way, you know, I can increase this binder. So if you want to help me out with, you know, trading, buying, selling, whatever you want to do, just PM me with an offer. Hopefully that'll work out, and then I'll be able to show you guys what I can do. Now, what I want to do, touch base on, is you want to know how the guy who comes to your regionals or whatever always has this. Okay? Always has this. What I wanted to touch base on is how people go to events with this and still come back to the next event with this, and the next event, and the next event, and the next event. And that's buying and selling. Now, I don't know if you guys know your history, but trading has existed for millions of billions of fachillions of years. It's called the barter system. The barter system is, I have something that you need, you have something that I need, let's make a trade. In most cases, it's not always fair. I had food, you had shelter, I trade you. Okay? The shelter's going to last a lot longer than food, but you can't live without food. The food's going to, you know, nourish you, but you still can't live without shelter because there's, you know, the elements. But anyway, so once upon a time, they created what was called money. Money could be exchanged for anything. Everyone wanted money, just like today. Okay? You didn't have to go to Wendy's and say, hey, I have this hammer, can I trade it for your double bacon cheeseburger, extra everything, with a Coke? So, in Yu-Gi-Oh, how does this work? Okay? You can go out, you can trade like crazy, but all in all, when it comes down to it, when a person wants to quit, what do they want? More Yu-Gi-Oh cards? No. They're not going to want more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're going to want this. Now, the thing is they, in order to get this, would have to do a lot of work. A lot of work in that you have to find the people who want random cards that you have in your binder for money. And let's face it, not a lot of people want the random junky cards that you have in your binder. So of course you go to what I call a dealer. A dealer has a lot of connections. A dealer can sell those cards eventually. They're going to be doing this for a long time. They're going to want product for a long time. They're going to be able to wait and make money over a semi-long period of time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this up and I'm going to show you guys. So you have your binder. What are you valued at? Now, question is, are you quitting? If you don't want to quit, let's say your binder is worth, I don't know, $100. Okay? You don't want to quit. Your binder's worth $100. Eventually you will make $100. Possibly even more if you keep trading up or buying and selling, so on and so forth. Now you want to quit. You don't want to go around to 6 more events, selling 6 more events worth of cards. So you go to the dealer. The dealer says, hey, you know what? I'm going to make this $100. I know that. But you know what? It's going to take my time. It's going to take 6 events. 6 times I'm going to have to get into my car, drive down to the event, sell, wheel, deal, hopefully make more. So he's going to say, you know what? My time is worth money. So I'm only going to give you $50. $50 for your binder, and eventually I will make that $100. But you're now selling, so you don't have to waste your time. You don't have to use your time up. That's why a lot of people like me will not buy at cost. Okay? So let's say you have a binder. It has a $20 card in it. You go out to a person, they need that $20 card. They absolutely have to have it. Now you're not going to say, hey, you know what, now it's $50. No, that's impossible. That can't happen because everyone watches prices, right? Everyone watches eBay, right? So you're going to be able to just get rid of that for $20. The dealer's going to do the same thing. You have that $20 card and you have another $80 worth of junk. That $20 card, he might be willing to go 80% on it. So he's going to do $16. So he's going to give you $16. Let's put that in a quarter. $16 and half of the junk for his time. Now you're getting $56. You see how that works, guys? The one card that's going to sell really quickly because he already has a buyer, he's going to pay a lot more for. But the junk is still going to be valued at half price. There's no way that any dealer with any sense will pay anything more than half for a card that he doesn't even know he's going to be able to sell. It's impossible to know everything will sell unless you already have a buyer. Now let's reverse that a little tiny bit. You now have a whole bunch of good cards. $60, $70, $80, and $20 worth of junk. Now, of course, going by the 60 or 80% rule, you know, he's probably going to give you, well, let's take off $20. And then, of course, this is half. So once again, see how that works, guys? He took off a little tiny bit on the guaranteed sellers, half on the shitty sellers. Because, once again, he has to make his money. Now here's where the cool thing comes in. I don't know if you know, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players, fat. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players, lazy. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players, wusses. So, what you guys need to do, especially when you're first starting out, and this is very important, guys, become the store. You don't have to have the cards. You don't have to showcase an entire binder full of stuff. All you need to do is let people know that they can get the cards that they need from you. But you're going to have to show up and represent. Buddy comes up to you. He says, I have $20. I need a Master Hyperion. I am willing to spend $20 because let's take it randomly and say Master Hyperion is $20. It is now your job, your position to go find that Master Hyperion. Now, not everyone wants Master Hyperion. The deck got banned. But there's this money on the table. You don't have a Master Hyperion, you only have this. It is your job to then go out and find that Master Hyperion. So you can't take the money, you don't have the card yet. This is why money is important. To have it, to be able to use it. Okay, this is why that $10 probably will not get spent until I hit up an event. So anyways, Master Hyperion, you find it in some guy's binder. You go, how much is this? The guy goes, I don't know, make me an offer. Now you've already taken your time, you've already gone out, you've already tried to find it. It's taken you a little bit of time. The guy's getting antsy. He's probably got somebody else who might be able to get it for him. It might be in the binder. But you found one. You found one, you found one, you found one. You have to get it for this guy. Now, he is one of your clients now. So you have to give him the respect and assume he still wants it. Now, you're not going to overpay for it. You're going to know, hey, you know what? Not a lot of people want this. So I'm going to buy it at half. It's a $20 card. You offer the guy $10. The guy goes, you crazy? It's a $20 card. I'm not going to do $10. Now you have two choices here. You can either suck it up and go try and find it somewhere else. Actually, you have three options. You can go back to the person, still make sure that he wants it, and then come back to this Hyperion guy with an offer. Final option, you find out what he wants, make sure it's below that original $20, buy it, and hope that the person still wants it. In most cases, I'm in that scenario. I'm in that third one. I don't want to have to go back and then go find this guy and then go back and then go find this guy and then go back. No, I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to remember what I paid for it, and that's it. You always say, hey, you know what? Nobody wants this card. I'm going to give you $15 for it. You'll be able to walk away. I'm the only one who wants this card, which you're not. You're the only one who wants this card for another person who wants this card. So, of course, you give the guy $15. And he says, sure, no problem. So now you have Hyperion. And you have $5. This is our blue funny money. Now you're going to go back. You're going to go, hey, buddy, I found you this Master Hyperion. $20, please. He goes, no problem. No problem, Mr. Underworld. Thank you very much. I didn't want to go out and take the time out of my day and go find this. I may be a busy guy. I don't have time to find Master Hyperions. Here you go. $20. So you guys made $20, right? Oh, no, wait. That's what you started with. Oh, that's right. You made $5. That's what you made. $5. You just made a 25% increase on your original funds. You were just able to make 25% for using your connections, using your ability to go out, using your ability to find, and you made 25%. Now, in a lot of cases, 25% is quite high. In most cases, I've made maybe 10%. 10% for a finder's fee is not too much. It doesn't make the person feel unhappy with paying the money. It doesn't make the person unhappy for selling the card. That means you're buying at 90%, selling at 100. Sometimes you will have to buy at 100%, sell at 110, just because it was that hard to find. Maybe that Master Hyperion, some jerk is collecting them and there's none left in the regionals. You never know. So ultimately, this is how a lot of people do it. Money is power in every situation. If you want to make money, you're going to have it. If you want to spend money and make lots more, learn how the buying system works. And ultimately, connections are everything. If you're able to find that card, make that 10%, 25%, not invest anything other than your time to make money, it's great. More time you invest, more connections you make. More connections you make, the easier it gets. The easier it gets, the less time it takes for you to make that percent. Thanks a lot, YouTube. Don't make those binder blunders. We'll see you next time on Yu-Gi-Oh! 101.